All right, number 30, find the value of the variable in the following isosceles trapezoid. So in an isosceles trapezoid, the diagonals are congruent. So QS is congruent to PR or RP, and that's what they give us, right? They give us both of those values in terms of X. So we can say that since this is isosceles, X plus 5 must equal 3X plus 3. So then we could just subtract X from both sides, and I'll subtract 3 while I'm at it. And so we get 2 equals 2x. So we can just divide by 2 on both sides. And we get x equals 1. And that's it. So we could plug them back in to find the sides, but they don't ask for that in this problem. All right, here we have we want to find the value of the variable in the kite. So we know that these two angles are congruent, right? This angle with this angle. And so this would also be 3x over 2, right? Which means that the whole angle, we would add those together, 3x over 2 plus 3x over 2 would be what? So 6x over 2 or just 3x, right? So half of 3x plus half of 3x is equal to 1 whole 3x. And since this is 90 right here, right? This is a right angle. We can add all these up and set them equal to 360. That's one way to do it. There's a few ways we could do this one. Let's do that. So we'll say that 3x plus y plus 6x plus 90 equals 360. And so we can combine like terms, which are the x's. And while I'm at it, I'll just subtract 90 from both sides. So I'll get 3x plus 6x is 9x plus y equals 270. Okay, so I have an equation with two variables, so I need another equation. So remember that we know that these angles that are formed by the non-congruent sides are congruent with one another, right? So I could say that 6x equals y, right? So what I can do is I can use substitution and input 6x in for y. So I'll get 9x plus 6x equals 270. And now we're down to one equation, one variable, and we can solve for that, right? So 9x plus 6x is 15x equals 270. Divide both sides by 15. And we get x equals 18. All right, and that's it. Well, actually, that's x. We got to find the other variable. So y equals 6x, so I can just do 6 times 18. And so y is going to equal 108. All right, let's end with this sometimes, always, or never. So a kite is a parallelogram, sometimes, always, or never. The answer is, that's right, never. Because, remember, by definition, a kite is a parallelogram with two pairs of consecutive sides and no parallel sides, right? Okay. All right, or no opposite sides congruent, right? Which would be the case if it were a parallelogram. All right. So a rhombus is a kite, sometimes, always, or never. Once again, by definition, this has to be never because opposite sides cannot be congruent in a kite, and that's true with the rhombus, right? So they're mutually exclusive. They can't be, you can't have a rhombus that's also a kite. All right, a rectangle is a kite. For those same reasons, it's never, right? Okay, a square is a kite. Yeah, same thing. Because the opposite sides cannot be congruent. And that's true with a rectangle as well. A rectangle is a parallelogram. That's always. Right? A rectangle is a type of parallelogram. A rhombus is a rectangle. That could be sometimes, right? And that's if a rhombus was a square. So if a rhombus is equiangular, then it would be a rectangle. But not all rhombi or rhombuses are equiangular. Okay, a square is a rectangle. That's always right. Square is always equiangular, and opposite sides are congruent. So that means it's a rectangle.